Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive into the escalating drama surrounding Emma Scorpio Drake and her relentless pursuit of academic success, which might push her to cross ethical boundaries with the enigmatic Professor Henry Dalton. As tensions rise, Jocelyn Jacks finds herself entangled in a web of guilt and moral dilemmas while attempting to protect her friend from a potentially disastrous path. Buckle up as we explore the intricate dynamics, hidden motives, and shocking possibilities in this gripping storyline that has General Hospital fans on the edge of their seats. Let's start with Emma Scorpio Drake, a determined young woman whose ambition to secure the coveted research assistant position under Professor Dalton has taken a frustrating turn. Recently, Emma suffered a devastating setback when her meticulously prepared flash drive, containing months of hard work and critical data for her extra credit project, was rendered useless. Unbeknownst to her, the culprit behind this misfortune is none other than her supposed ally, Jocelyn Jacks, who secretly tampered with the drive and staged its discovery on a beach to cover her tracks. Initially, Emma saw Jocelyn as her savior for finding the drive, but the harsh truth soon surfaced. The contents were irretrievable. This crushing blow has left Emma reeling, as the project was her golden ticket to impress Professor Dalton and clinch the position that could define her academic future. With her dreams hanging by a thread, Emma now faces an uphill battle: either painstakingly recreate every piece of lost work, a task that seems nearly impossible given the tight deadlines, or find an alternative route to win Dalton's favor. Her resolve to succeed at all costs hints at a dangerous willingness to push boundaries, leaving fans wondering just how far she might go to salvage her aspirations. The competition for the research assistant role is fierce, and Emma isn't the only one with her eyes on the prize. Jocelyn Jacks, equally driven and resourceful, views the position as a critical stepping stone, not just for academic prestige but for a deeper, clandestine purpose tied to her mission with the WSB. However, her recent act of sabotage against Emma weighs heavily on her conscience. What began as a calculated move to eliminate competition has morphed into a source of profound guilt, especially as she watches Emma spiral into desperation. Jocelyn had hoped to maintain her undercover role while subtly steering Emma away from the position, but her plan backfired spectacularly. Now, as Emma grapples with the fallout of the ruined project, Jocelyn can't help but feel responsible for pushing her friend toward a darker path. The stakes are higher than ever, as Jocelyn must balance her loyalty to Emma with the covert assignment entrusted to her by Jack Brennan, which involves investigating Dalton's suspicious technological developments. Every decision she makes risks exposing her true motives, potentially unraveling the carefully constructed cover she has maintained for weeks. Enter Professor Henry Dalton, a figure whose charm masks a troubling undercurrent of questionable ethics. While he presents himself as a dedicated mentor, whispers among students suggest a more sinister side to his interactions with young women in his classes. His interest in Emma, in particular, seems to extend beyond the realm of academia, with subtle gestures and lingering glances that hint at inappropriate intentions. Could Dalton be exploiting his position of power to manipulate vulnerable students like Emma, offering academic favors in exchange for personal indulgences? As Emma's project lies in ruins, fans speculate that Dalton might seize this opportunity to propose an alternative means of earning his approval. Picture a tense scene in his dimly lit office, where Dalton leans closer to Emma, his voice lowering as he suggests there are other ways to secure the research assistant role. The mere thought of such an encounter sends shivers down the spine, as it raises questions about whether Dalton is merely a misguided professor or a predator hiding behind his credentials. This dynamic adds a layer of suspense to the storyline, as viewers are left to ponder whether Emma will resist his advances or play along to achieve her goals. Emma, driven by a fierce determination to overcome her recent setback, might find herself at a moral crossroads. The idea of seducing Professor Dalton, even if only as a strategic ploy to gain leverage, could be tempting under these dire circumstances. Imagine Emma wrestling with her principles late at night, pacing in her dorm room as she debates whether to feign interest in Dalton to extract favors or information. She knows the risks getting too close to a man with potentially nefarious motives could trap her in a compromising situation from which there's no easy escape. Yet, her ambition burns brightly, fueled by the belief that the research assistant position is not just a job but a gateway to uncovering the disturbing secrets Dalton may be hiding. Perhaps Emma suspects that Dalton's technological innovations, which have garnered significant attention, are tied to unethical experiments or dangerous dealings. By gaining his trust through calculated charm, she might aim to gather evidence of his misconduct, an endeavor that could either make her a hero or lead to her downfall. Meanwhile, Jocelyn watches this unfolding drama with growing unease. Her guilt over sabotaging Emma's project intensifies as she senses her friend teetering on the edge of a disastrous decision. Jocelyn cannot stand by if Emma ventures into an intimate arrangement with Dalton, even if it's a facade. The thought of Emma placing herself in harm's way gnaws at Jocelyn, stirring a protective instinct that threatens to override her WSB objectives. She might concoct a plan to intervene, perhaps by confronting Emma with half-truths about her own involvement or by finding another way to derail Dalton's influence. However, every move Jocelyn makes is fraught with peril. If she acts too rashly, she risks blowing her cover and jeopardizing Brennan's mission to expose Dalton's shady technology, a project that could have far-reaching implications beyond the university walls. Moreover, her handler, Vaughn, has already warned her about the dangers of letting personal attachments interfere with the assignment. He predicts that the rift between Jocelyn and Emma could spiral into chaos, potentially compromising everything they've worked for. Will Jocelyn prioritize saving Emma over her covert duties, or will she be forced to watch her friend walk into a trap? As the stakes climb higher, the intricate web of ambition, deception, and hidden agendas tightens around Emma, Jocelyn, and Dalton. The university, once a place of learning and growth, has become a battleground for personal and professional conflicts that could have lasting consequences. Emma's desperate bid to reclaim her standing might lead her down a path of moral compromise, while Jocelyn grapples with the fallout of her choices and the looming threat of exposure. Professor Dalton, with his unsettling demeanor and ambiguous intentions, remains the wild card in this tense narrative. Will he prove to be a mentor with misguided methods, or a villain exploiting his authority for personal gain? Fans are left buzzing with anticipation, eager to see how these complex relationships evolve. Will Emma succumb to temptation in her quest for success, or find another way to outsmart Dalton? Can Jocelyn mend the damage she's caused without sacrificing her mission? Next, we will explore the tantalizing possibilities of 5 steamy kisses that could set Port Charles ablaze with passion and drama. As relationships evolve and secrets simmer beneath the surface, these unexpected romantic encounters might just redefine alliances and spark chaos among our favorite characters. Get ready for a deep dive into the potential lip locks that have fans buzzing with excitement, as we unpack the dynamics, hidden desires, and risky maneuvers of these intriguing duos. First up, let's talk about Cody Bell and Molly Lansing Davis, whose bond has been quietly strengthening in recent episodes. Their friendship has blossomed through shared laughs and heartfelt conversations, but a case of mistaken identity might push them into uncharted territory. Picture this: at the glamorous nurses' ball, with flashbulbs popping on the red carpet, a reporter mistakes Cody and Molly for a romantic couple, creating an awkward yet electric moment. The crowd buzzes, and as they laugh off the misunderstanding, a lingering glance might reveal feelings neither expected. Post-event, as they walk through the quiet streets of Port Charles, the playful teasing could evolve into something more serious. Will the magic of the night, combined with the thrill of being seen as a pair, lead to a tentative first kiss under the moonlight? Cody, with his rugged charm, and Molly, seeking a spark amid her routine life, might just realize that their chemistry is too strong to ignore, setting the stage for a romance that could complicate their worlds. Next, we have Lucky Spencer and Christina Corinthos Davis, whose dynamic is charged with secrecy and unspoken tension. Lucky has taken on the heavy burden of concealing Christina's involvement in a devastating car crash, a decision that could fracture his rekindled romance with Elizabeth Baldwin if the truth emerges. As he dispenses advice to Christina, their late-night conversations grow more intimate, creating a safe space where vulnerabilities are laid bare. Imagine a stormy evening at a secluded diner, where the weight of their shared secret draws them closer. If Lucky's relationship with Elizabeth crumbles under the strain of deception, Christina might become his unexpected solace. Could a comforting touch turn into a passionate kiss or even a reckless night together as they seek escape from their mounting pressures? Social media is abuzz with speculation about this pairing, with fans debating whether their connection will remain platonic or ignite into a fiery affair that reshapes their futures. Then there's Elizabeth Baldwin and Isaiah Gannon, whose platonic bond teeters on the edge of something deeper. Isaiah, disillusioned after Jordan Ashford prioritizes her mission to dismantle Jen Sidwell over their budding connection, finds solace in Elizabeth's empathetic presence. Meanwhile, Elizabeth faces her own turmoil as Lucky's secretive behavior regarding Christina creates a rift between them. Picture them sharing coffee at the hospital cafeteria during a quiet shift, their conversations shifting from lighthearted to intensely personal. Isaiah's easygoing nature contrasts with Elizabeth's guarded heart, yet their mutual need for understanding could blur the lines of friendship. Given Isaiah's close ties to Lucky, a romantic turn would add a deliciously soapy twist to the narrative. Will a moment of weakness lead to a stolen kiss in a dimly lit corridor, complicating loyalties and stirring up jealousy? This potential pairing promises layers of drama as personal and professional lines intertwine. Shifting gears, Jordan Ashford's undercover mission with the dangerous Jen Sidwell introduces a high-stakes game of deception that could require her to play a very personal role. Tasked with infiltrating Sidwell's inner circle, Jordan must navigate his world of power and intrigue while maintaining her cover. Sidwell, with his ruthless charisma, seems the type to blur business with pleasure, eyeing Jordan with an interest that goes beyond her professional guise. To gain his trust and extract critical information, she might need to feign romantic interest, walking a tightrope between duty and danger. Envision a tense scene at a lavish gala hosted by Sidwell, where, under the guise of champagne-fueled flirtation, Jordan leans in for a calculated kiss to solidify her position as a confidant. The risk is palpable. Every touch could draw her deeper into a web she can't easily escape. Will Jordan's commitment to bringing Sidwell down force her to push beyond her comfort zone, igniting a faux romance that tests her resolve and threatens her safety? Finally, let's delve into the evolving connection between Jason Morgan and Sasha Gilmore Corbin, a duo whose past pretend kiss for a fake baby daddy storyline might soon give way to genuine sparks. Their initial charade required them to convincingly play a couple, but somewhere amid the staged affection, real emotions could be stirring beneath the surface. Jason, often stoic and guarded, finds an unexpected warmth in Sasha's resilience and kindness, while Sasha, navigating her own tumultuous journey, is drawn to Jason's quiet strength. Imagine a late-night stakeout gone awry, where, trapped in close quarters during a storm, the pretense falls away, revealing a mutual attraction neither anticipated. A genuine kiss in this charged moment could mark the beginning of something real, complicating their carefully constructed facades. As feelings deepen, they might grapple with the implications of falling for each other. Could this be a fleeting passion or the start of a profound connection that catches them both by surprise in Port Charles? As these 5 potential kisses loom on the horizon, Port Charles stands poised for an explosion of romance, betrayal, and unexpected alliances. Each pairing carries its own unique blend of tension and temptation, promising to deliver the kind of drama that keeps General Hospital fans glued to their screens. From mistaken identities at glamorous events to secrets shared under the cover of night, the possibilities are as thrilling as they are unpredictable. Will Cody and Molly embrace a newfound romance, or will Lucky and Christina cross a dangerous line? Can Elizabeth and Isaiah resist the pull of forbidden attraction, and will Jordan's mission with Sidwell push her into perilous territory? Next, we will uncover the emotional undercurrents and hidden passions that continue to tie Sasha Corbin to Michael Corinthos in a storyline brimming with heartbreak, secrets, and unexpected twists. As Port Charles reels from shocking betrayals and tangled relationships, Sasha's lingering feelings for Michael take center stage, weaving a complex tapestry of love and loss. Join us as we delve into their past romance, the devastating choices that tore them apart, and the clandestine developments that could reshape their futures in ways no one saw coming. Let's rewind to the golden days when Sasha Corbin and Michael Corinthos were the epitome of young love in Port Charles. Their relationship radiated warmth, with shared dreams and tender moments painting a picture of a couple destined for forever. They were the envy of many, often spotted laughing over coffee at Kelly's or strolling hand in hand along the pier. However, their idyllic bond faced a harsh test during Michael's fierce custody battle for his son, Wiley Corinthos, against Nellie Benson. Under pressure from his lawyer, Diane Miller, to project an image of stability, Michael was forced to confront the perception that Sasha's past deception posing as Nina Reeves' daughter when she first arrived in town might jeopardize his case. The weight of this dilemma bore down on them, casting a shadow over their once unshakable connection. Though their love burned bright, external forces began to chip away at their foundation, setting the stage for a heartbreaking fracture that neither could have anticipated. In a desperate bid to secure Michael's custody of Wiley, Sasha made the gut-wrenching decision to step aside, orchestrating a painful ruse with Harrison Chase. Together, they staged a fabricated affair, intending to nudge Michael toward Willow Tate Corinthos, whose pristine reputation seemed a better fit for the stable family image Diane insisted upon. Imagine Sasha's quiet anguish as she played her part, her heart breaking with every forced smile while pretending to betray Michael. She never wanted their relationship to end, and the charade took a devastating toll. After their orchestrated breakup, Sasha spiraled into despair, seeking solace in drugs as a way to numb the pain of losing the man she adored. Meanwhile, Michael and Willow's relationship blossomed into genuine love, culminating in marriage, the adoption of Wiley, and the birth of their daughter, Amelia Corinthos. For years, they built a picture-perfect family, leaving Sasha to watch from the sidelines as her sacrifice seemed to cement a future she could never reclaim. Fast forward to more recent turmoil, and the seemingly solid foundation of Michael and Willow's marriage began to crumble under the weight of betrayal. The shocking revelation of Willow's affair with Michael's uncle, Drew Kane, sent shockwaves through the Quartermaine clan. Their illicit encounter in the children's playroom was inadvertently broadcast to the entire family during last year's Christmas party at the Quartermaine mansion, exposing their scandalous behavior in a humiliating public display. Picture the gasps and stunned silence in the grand hall as the video played, with holiday cheer replaced by raw outrage. This bombshell accelerated the unraveling of Michael and Willow's union, though the cracks had already appeared when Michael discovered Willow's earlier kiss with Drew during a 4th of July celebration. Reeling from this betrayal, Michael sought refuge at a dimly lit bar, drowning his sorrows in whiskey only to find Sasha there, equally adrift after learning of her ill-fated romance with her first cousin, Cody Bell. Two broken souls, they found solace in each other's pain, their shared misery leading to a night of reckless abandon that culminated in an intimate encounter neither anticipated. The consequences of that impulsive night soon became impossible to ignore. Sasha discovered she was pregnant, a revelation that carried both hope and dread given the chaos surrounding Michael's life. By the time she mustered the courage to confide in him, Michael was entrenched in a bitter custody dispute with Willow over Wiley and Amelia. Recognizing the potential fallout, Sasha proposed a heavy-hearted pact to keep their baby a secret, believing that concealing the truth would bolster Michael's chances of retaining custody. Envision late-night conversations in hushed tones, as Sasha wrestled with the desire to share her joy while prioritizing Michael's battle for his children. Her selflessness shone through, even as it meant burying a profound truth. To protect Michael, she crafted a facade, allowing the world to believe the child was someone else's a decision that would require allies and deception on a scale she hadn't anticipated. In the wake of a catastrophic fire at Sonny Corinthos's penthouse that left Michael horrifically burned and fighting for his life, Sasha's resolve was tested yet again. At the hospital, as monitors beeped and the scent of antiseptic hung heavy in the air, her grief spilled over in a raw confession to Jason Morgan. With tears streaming down her face, Sasha admitted that her love for Michael had never faded, a truth that had silently endured through years of separation and heartache. This vulnerable moment forged an unlikely alliance with Jason, who, understanding the depth of her feelings, agreed to join her in safeguarding the secret of the baby's paternity. Together, they spun a convincing tale that the child was Jason's, a ruse that has so far fooled everyone in Port Charles. Their partnership, built on mutual trust and a shared goal to shield Michael from further turmoil, adds another layer of intrigue to an already convoluted web of lies.